Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Driving and the News, where we record history. And let's get right into it.
Moon was also a former fire chief in Islip. He leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. WINS News Time 7:47.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-417-5101 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-417-5101. That's 800-417-5101. What do you have to lose? Call 800-417-5101. Again, 800-417-5101.
The January 6th committee holds a final public hearing today. Reports say the panel is expected to recommend criminal charges against former President Trump and perhaps others, and that's not all.
The committee will make security recommendations, turn over some of this witness testimony to the Department of Justice, and potentially suggest consequences for other members of Congress, including Kevin McCarthy, who's in line to be Speaker of the House, who, like President Trump, refused to cooperate with the committee. Now, as far as this move to make a criminal referral to the DOJ, it is seen as largely symbolic. The DOJ is not obligated to act. And of course, the DOJ is already in the process of conducting their own investigation into the events on January 6th.
That's correspondent Mary Alice Parks. The recommended charges against President Trump reportedly include insurrection and obstruction of justice. Meantime, jury selection beginning today in Washington for the seditious conspiracy trial of former Proud Boys national chairman Enrique Tarrio and 4 other members of that group. This comes on the heels of the convictions of 2 leaders of the Oath Keepers for seditious conspiracy. The Biden administration's COVID response coordinator, Dr. Ashish Jha, says that in this season of get-togethers, it sure would be great if more Americans were up to date with their COVID vaccinations. He says there's already been a sharp increase in cases and hospitalizations.
People are gathering, as they should, because it's really important to gather with family and friends. And so that combination is what is driving the increase. The good news here is that we can prevent those infections from turning into serious illness if people go out and get that updated bivalent vaccine.
And another good idea is to wear a mask in crowded indoor spaces. It's not just COVID that's a problem. Flu and RSV are on the rise. New York Senator Chuck Schumer says drugstores are running out of some over-the-counter medications.
Tylenol, Robitussin, Motrin, ibuprofen are the hardest meds to find this holiday season. It's easier to get some of the hottest toys than get these things.
He's urging the FDA to investigate the shortages. A man and woman are fighting for their lives at a Brooklyn hospital. Police say they were both shot in the chest early this morning in Sheepshead Bay. They say multiple shots were fired from another car into theirs on Coney Island Avenue near Avenue T. Neither victim is expected to survive. The motive for the shooting? Not clear. So far, no arrest. It's not enough that drivers on Long Island can get a ticket if caught by a red light camera in Nassau County. They're also assessed a so-called driver responsibility fee. Suffolk County recently voted to dump such fees, but Nassau Legislature Presiding Officer Robert Nicolello recently said he has no plans to introduce similar legislation. Nassau legislator Joshua Lofazan says fellow members of the minority caucus will gather today to unveil a proposal to eliminate the fee. He's calling on Nicolello to put Nassau taxpayers first and return the focus of the red light camera program where it belongs, on public safety. It's news time, 7:51. Time for traffic and transit. Here's Karen Stewart.
All right, in Linden, New Jersey, the traffic lights out on 1 and 9 both ways at Aviation Plaza. Use caution, anticipate delays. Police are out there directing traffic right now. Eastbound 22 at the Garden State Parkway in Union. Accident there, still. And the left lane is blocked. And eastbound 80 at exit 62 for the Parkway in Saddlebrook. We have a disabled bus. That thing is over on the shoulder. No, I don't know why the westbound Southern State crash at 15 is still there. I just know it's still there in the center lane. We are very heavy into the area, but it looks like it's starting to ease up. Maybe that accident's almost gone, actually. The Wantagh Parkway northbound as you make your way up near Stewart Avenue and Old Country Road. We do have an accident. The Wantagh Parkway delays go back to North Jerusalem Road. They don't go back to the Southern State, at least not at this point. And rounding off the big three, the westbound LIE with delays at 39, and the Northern State is sitting there looking mighty pretty. No major traffic delays. Next, over at the Hudson River, as we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, 35 George, 30 Lincoln, 45 inbound over at the Holland Tunnel, and traffic is sponsored by Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Our next report is 8:01. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Hey, it's Todd. End the year with Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram's Big Finish 2022 sales event. Get amazing deals on a new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x4 or a new 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4. Ramsey, exceptional people, exceptional deals.
Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast and meteorologist Matt Benz.
A good deal of sunshine out there for this morning. Winds are going to pick up, though, and it's going to be a blustery one for today. And despite that sunshine, it's going to feel chilly out there. High 40 degrees, but those real feels this morning in the teens. 20s here for this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures slipping back into the mid-20s in many suburbs. 30 in Midtown. Heading into tomorrow, mostly sunny. Not as harsh with the wind with a high of 40. Wednesday, sun and clouds, high 39. Our next storm arrives for Thursday, delivering some rain later in the afternoon on Thursday. It could be mixed in with a little bit of snow to start, especially north and west of the city. High 47, rain likely Thursday night into Friday, turning very windy for the end of the week. Could lead to some travel disruptions here across the Northeast, and then turning colder here for this Christmas weekend. Currently it's 31 degrees in Central Park. We have mainly sunny skies. Repeating the current temperature is 31, heading up to 40 this afternoon in Midtown. Meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station. 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Details are scarce, but authorities in Canada say 5 people were killed in a shooting yesterday.
Authorities in the Toronto suburb of Vaughan have not said much about the shooter who fatally shot 5 people before police shot and killed the gunman. It happened in a condo building in the city that's about 20 miles north of Toronto. Another person who was shot is expected to survive. Mass shootings are rare in Canada, and authorities say there's no further threat to the public as their investigation continues.
There's some new
Clark, ABC News.
There's some new information today on the University of Idaho students who were killed last month. Fox News says just disclosed surveillance video purportedly taken on the morning of the day they died shows 2 of the victims discussing an unknown man. Those 2 women, a roommate and her boyfriend, were all stabbed to death several hours later. The Giants did last night what the Jets could not do earlier in the day.
Yeah, Larry, Big Blue took a giant leap closer to the playoffs, holding on for a 20-12 win in Washington that wasn't secured till a 4th and goal pass breakup by Darnay Holmes, who probably got away with interference.
You know, there are definitely some nerves there, but a lot of faith in our defense. They did a really good job all game, really holding them, and then came up real big at the end.
Quarterback Daniel Jones after the G-men improved to 8-5-1. Meantime, in the Meadowlands,
The kick is on the way. It's got the distance. It's no good. He missed it left.
Bob Wischusen on Jets radio as Greg Zuerlein couldn't force overtime from 58 yards against Detroit. Gangrene losing 20-17, and now they can't make the playoffs without some help. Mark Renee, 1010 Wins Sports on 92.3 FM.
Money Watch in 1 minute.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 38,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Did you know
know that a child dies every 5 days from choking, which is the fourth leading cause of accidental death? The original LifeVac is the easiest, safest, and most effective airway clearance device that can save you or a loved one from choking this holiday season. LifeVac has saved over 500 choking rescue survivors. Learn more at lifevac.net and use the promo code RADIO to save 20% on your purchase today. That's lifevac.net, promo code RADIO. LifeVac is proudly made in the USA.
Wins News Time 7:56, and now Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Steve Potusk.
Well, Larry, when it comes to our finances, most people will be happy to say goodbye to 2022 as high prices and a lousy stock market have combined to make for a tough year. But just because we're about to change the calendar, well, it doesn't mean things will suddenly get better. A new Bankrate.com survey finds that 2/3 of people asked do not expect their personal finances to improve next year. Inflation remains the top impediment to happy finances, but the actions of lawmakers, stagnant wages, and rising interest rates also make the list. Now, younger generations are more optimistic about their financial outlook than their older counterparts. Now, we head into the final couple weeks of this year with the S&P down almost 20%. Right now, S&P futures are higher by 13 points. NASDAQ gaining 52. Dow futures in the plus column now by 80 points. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on my mission to record history for posterity. And we'll see you on the next Driving and the News video.